welcome back again. It was another warm one here across the viewing area. 87 degrees was our high here in Meridian, 66 being our low, so 7 degrees above our average high for this time of year. And yeah, 12 degrees above our average low. Again, no precipitation today. That is good news because we're still over 4 inches above where we should be for this time of year. Now, temperatures outside right now are in the 70s and 80s. Dew points, though, are still holding steady in the 60s. Remember, this is a measure of the moisture in the atmosphere. These are going to be on the increase going into tomorrow because we're kind of squished in between two systems at the moment. So those southerly winds are going to bring back quite a bit of moisture, and it's going to be muggy outside tomorrow. These numbers are going to be a little bit higher. We're talking mid to upper 60s, maybe a 70 out there. And yeah, it's not going to help at all. It's going to actually feel kind of muggy, a little bit warmer than the actual air temperature because of that. It's just going to be sticky in general. Radar satellite showing a lot going on. There's a little bit of a tropical disturbance across the eastern portion of Florida. This is our next storm maker down here. And again, that's moving on off to the east as kind of a squall line. That'll impact us Saturday afternoon to the overnight hours, bringing us the chance for showers and thunderstorms. Thankfully, we are not talking severe weather at the moment. So tonight's forecast, 65 degrees, patchy clouds and humid. And those winds out of the southwest, pretty calm though, thankfully. And for your Friday, again, that little tropical disturbance moving on up the east coast. And our next storm maker on out to the west, moving on in. Humid conditions across Mississippi and Alabama and just really across our viewing area. We're kind of right in the bullseye of all this moisture moving on in. And temperatures are talking mid to upper 80s. It's going to feel a little bit warmer than that again with all that moisture in the atmosphere. The winds 5-10 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. And visible satellite shows it again, as you saw earlier. There's a tropical disturbance down there on Florida. And this is our next storm maker. This right here, it's moving through as what we call a QLCS. It's a quasi-linear convective system. Quasi-linear meaning somewhat linear. That's actually what it means. So it's somewhat of a line moving on off to the east. And it'll take it again about 24 to 40 hours to get here. So this weekend, again, we're talking showers and thunderstorms across the east coast, southeastern U.S. Thankfully, we're not talking severe weather again. We're not talking a large amount of rain. And that's good news because flash flooding has been a concern with all the past systems we've had move through. This is kind of the first system that we've had. Not a lot of rain is forecast at the moment. Now, there could be higher amounts than this. We're talking mainly a quarter to a half inch of rain over the next 5 days. Again, could have some amounts, maybe 3/4 to an inch of rain in the heavier cells. But overall, most of us should be A-OK as far as that is concerned. And that's good because we still have flash flood warnings over major rivers, and they're going to be there for the next several months. So for your Friday, a slight chance some afternoon, evening scattered showers. Not a lot going on. Talking mid to upper 80s. Best chance going to be on Saturday. Again, Saturday afternoon to the evening hours. We'll be in the upper 70s. And then we get the sunshine back in here for your Sunday, Monday time frame. We're back in the 80s as well. We're talking upper 80s for your Tuesday. A few more clouds on the increase overall. Not too bad. Overnight lows across the board except Sunday night are going to remain in the 60s.